Hi, everybody. This is Lee at Fresh Astrology, and this is a part of a discussion I'm having with my community. Uh, so, the idea is that the planets may physically be out there somewhere, and the sun and the moon are out there, but in terms of how they impact us, the energy of the planets, the sun, and the moon are always flowing through us at all times. They were flowing through us when we were born. The energy never not goes through us. We have access to all the planetary energy and the sun and the moon at all times. So in this instance, in this video, you are the moon. You're never not connected to moon energy. You're never separate from. You can never not get at it. It's never turning its back on you. It's never doing something bad. It's just the moon energy flowing through you at all times. And in terms of what we do with that, we can decide, we can be proactive and decide if we understand what the moon does and what moon energy is, we can decide how we want to use it at any given time. There are many attributes of the moon. The moon reflects. So that can be used, that reflective energy can be used in a variety of ways. It can be self-reflection, inner reflection. So if you want to use it for that, you can. So one can never really accurately say or truthfully say, I don't have the ability to self-analyze, or I don't have the ability to go inside, or I don't have the ability to be reflective. You do, because you were born with that ability. The moon is always there. The moon energy is always there. And while it may be true that you were born with the moon in a certain sign or a certain house, and maybe the moon links to different planets or to the sun or to angles in your chart in a certain way, those would be clues of how to use your moon energy, or how to most easily access it, how to leverage the most power out of it. They would be clues on how you could choose to act and use it. But in terms of just the amount of moon energy you have and access to moon energy, you have just as much as anyone else. Nobody has more or less. They're just different shades of energy, or different ways to get at it, different ways to harness it maybe. But you have it. It's never hidden from you. It's never not available. And if one can just begin to look at it this way, one can begin to feel the truth of that statement, or that way of looking at it, that it's just always available to you. So we're just trying on these ideas like we try on a new shirt, try on some shoes, see how they feel to walk around. Are they comfortable? And just to begin to play around with seeing it this way. It's very empowering, first of all. And you can begin to look at your chart differently, because when you look at your chart, you see all the zodiac signs. What does that mean? That means you are all the zodiac signs. When you look at your chart, you see all the planets. There's never a planet missing. You have access to all those planets. It's inside of you. It's how you move through the world and express yourself. And it's also clues to how to harness the energy of all the zodiac signs and all the planets and the sun and the moon and other things as well. But you are the moon. So you have this ability to self-reflect. You also have this ability to reflect back to others. People can see parts of themselves in you. And you can use it in your relationships by learning how to be a good listener, learning how to reflect back to someone rather than place judgment on or try to overtalk someone. You can just learn to listen and kind of reflect back what somebody's saying to you, or what they need from you. So it's a way you can interact with yourself and a way you can interact with others. The moon gives you a high emotional intelligence, and everybody has this capacity. Some people aren't aware they have this capacity. Some people wish or just would like not, they think somehow it's bad to have this capacity, to have a high emotional intelligence. They somehow think it diminishes their masculinity or their power, or it makes them seem weak. And so they try to distance themselves from something that they can't distance themselves from. It's always in you. You can never rip it out of you. Like your emotions, you can never, like, perform a surgery and get rid of them. They're just in you. It's like the blood running through your veins. You just can't get rid of it. It's there. Your emotions are with you as long as you're alive. And this reflective quality of the moon is with you as long as you're alive. So what does it feel like to be the moon? Play around with that idea. If you are the moon, what does that mean for you? How can you use that concept to empower you? They're just questions. And then, if you can kind of contemplate where the moon is when you were born, to just kind of feel into how to access your moon, your emotions, your ability to self-reflect and reflect back to others, how to mirror and how to understand that you are a mirror, how to understand that others are a mirror for you. You can play around with these ideas. But if there's something you would like to, some kind of goal you have about your ability to connect with your emotions, or to have a healthier relationship with your emotions, you can use this moon energy and your knowledge that you are the moon to begin to do that. Just the awareness that of the possibility of the concept, that you are the moon, is revelatory in itself. And just to begin to think of it that way opens you up in a whole new way. So just play around with it. You are the moon. All right, take care, guys.